Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive...
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions. Put last week...
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
The catch is made. It's Agnew. A gain of 15. Well done. Facing 3rd and 14, they pick it up.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. When you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences, it's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They go play action. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Kamara going to get it on the zone read here, and he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. Open man, he's got Agnew. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Kamara.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Kamara.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. That is caught at the 3. And he will score. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Moody's extra point is good. And his guys will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback, first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
A little bit of a gunslinger mentality a week ago, Mike, and while it was a fun game to watch, I think it's something he's going to have to find some balance. I mean, for better or for worse, he was throwing the ball all over the place. Sometimes it worked out. Other times, it was a complete disaster. At the end of the day, it was enough to win. But if he wants to keep stacking victories, he has to limit the amount of risky throws. At some point, they're going to catch up to him. I could promise you this defense, they're salivating at the mere thought of him putting the ball in harm's way.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He finds a man. That's Osborne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Off the bootleg, here's Watson. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. How aggressive do you want to be? You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
Dicker's kick is good. And the visitors are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready now for their 2nd drive. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Play action now. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Play action. It's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Braxton Berrios deep to return. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready for their second possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down. They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes third down. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third and long. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He'll try and get there. The ball comes out. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 1st and 10, Murray.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. This one complete to Dorsett. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll go back to Eckler here on first down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They run. Eckler. A dive, and he's in. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the visitors are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Evans. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. As this drive kicks off, that's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. There's Osborne with the grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip them. You can double team them. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll motion a tight end right. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And that's going to get closed up quickly. He'll get only to the 37. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
1st and 10. They'll go again here with Kamara. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
On play action, Murray. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Moody's kick is good. And his guys will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Watson. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. This one complete. It's pulled in by Claypool. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Watson to throw again. The catch is made by Claypool.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
The open man is Osborne. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Watson now on third down. He's got a receiver. It's Claypool. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To the air again, Watson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing right, it's taken in.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. A tight end in motion now. Play action now. It's Murray. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Watson. Looking for Berrios downfield. And that one is caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. Shotgun snap to Watson. Pass complete right side to Kincaid.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This is hot. He got the connection to Collins. Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix.
And he'll take it on in.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the visitors will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Murray on 3rd down. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Play action. Watson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. On play action, it's Watson. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And that's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's a run with Eckler. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now this team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he'll take this forward for about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle with Kamara. Yeah! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run here with Kamara. A short game, down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Kamara. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Watson. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. In motion now, it's Collins. Here's Eckler. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. This one complete. It's pulled in by Claypool. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One of the tight ends motions right. On 2nd down, Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up 3rd down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now Murray on foot. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 6-yard loss.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds
Personal
up
foul.
with nothing
Roughing
on
the
the
kicker.
return.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
20-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The motion man is Johnson. They go play action with Murray. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Open man, left side. He's got it. Look at the big man go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards for the touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Extra point up and good from Moody. And his guys have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Off play action, here's Watson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force 4th down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second win. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The big fella, Quinnen Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll stick to the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Watson to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Claypool. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They snap it to Watson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to...
And he will power his way into the end zone. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Evans. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Kicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Our home team, 27.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Evans. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. There's a short one taken by Ingram. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now he'll run it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, Murray. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes!
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. Past midfield.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, a handoff to Eckler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run it once more with Eckler. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Play action. Watson. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Here's 1st down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You already are up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for our visitors. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.